Hello, John here. I'm going to read a little extra. This is a Bible, and it's a small Bible. It only costs about €5 in the shop, something like that. It's quite reasonable in price. And I'm going to do a video, or I'm going to talk about Matthew and the Gospel according to Matthew, and I'm going to talk about the Beatitudes. And the Beatitudes is so important because it give a recipe for how you can live your life. Now, the Beatitudes. Um, just let me see, teacher. The Beatitudes. Well, here it is. Um, when uh, Jesus went up the mountain, and a lot of people followed him. He sat down, and his disciples come around him, and he gave this message: "Blessed are those who are poor in spirit; theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn; they shall be comforted." You often mourn if a dear one dies, and tears comes into our eyes when we remember the good that they did and the great blessings that was on people that knew them. Uh, Blessed are the gentle; they shall possess the land. It's not the aggressive bullies that possess something. It's the gentle. Uh, Blessed are those who hunger, who hunger and thirst for justice. They shall be satisfied. In other words, when you seek what's right, you are blessed. These are the Beatitudes. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall find mercy. In other words, you forgive those that persecute you and calumniate you. That is the way for to have peace of mind and joy in your heart. Um, Blessed are those with a pure spirit; they shall see God. Blessed are those who uh, work for peace; they shall be called. Um, they shall be called children of God. Blessed are those uh, are poor. Those blessed are those. Just now I'm reading. I haven't got my glasses, so I'm trying to read it here, and the print is not very big. Blessed are those pure, pure in spirit, for for the cause of justice. They shall have uh, the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you and persecute you and speak all kinds of evil against you, because you are my followers. The happy Be happy and glad, for a great reward is kept for you in heaven. This is how they persecuted the prophets who lived before you. The similes of salt and sugar. You are the salt of the earth, but if salt loses its flavour, uh, then they have to be thrown out. But because useless, it can only be brought, thrown away, and people trample on it. You are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hidden. No one lights a lamp and covers it in under the bed. They give it and it lamps where it gives light and to everyone at the house. These are the Beatitudes. There's other great little nuggets in these Gospels, but the Beatitudes is the way for the person to live. and it's a very useful way to be. So, the Bible has little gems like that. And one thing, if a person has the Bible, the first thing to do is read the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. That'll nourish the soul. There's other items in it from the beginning, from the foundation of the world, and the Psalms and the prophets and all the rest of it of what they said, and that sometimes it can be hard going. But you're not expected to sort of understand it as you would understand other things today. Some of these things are mysteries, and the best thing is just to accept them and not to try to analyze them, because our little brains are limited. No matter how well qualified we are, no matter if we have PhDs. As a matter of fact, when our Blessed Mother appeared to people, it was simple people and children. There were very few apparitions occur to the so-called learned. There were some saints, for example, Saint Faustina in Poland had the vision of Jesus and Chaplet of Mercy, which is a great little booklet, the Chaplet of Mercy, and it says, "For the sake of a sorrowful passion, have mercy on us." There's five sort of little things in it, five little decades like in the rosary, and then part of when you finish is for the sake of a sorrowful passion, and holy God, holy mighty one, holy immortal one, have mercy for us and the whole world. I say that three times, and then you go on to the next one. You do it on the rosary beads, and it's a short one and a very useful one to say, because Jesus gave that to Saint Faustina in Poland. Pope John Paul II made that more famous. It had lying dormant. Those that are out of touch, that don't know how to preach the word. Well, Pope John Paul II grew up between the Nazis and the communists. He had to get his priesthood undercover, but he turned out to be a great man as a bishop and as a cardinal. So he knows what it's like to be persecuted. As a matter of fact, he went to Poland in his first visit when he became Pope in 1979. And the next country he came to was Ireland, because we needed a lot of help. And there was a million at his Mass in the Phoenix Park. It was a marvelous experience. It was hassle. So these are the little gems that you have when you read the Bible. And you don't have to be an expert to understand it. Thank you.